And go to Brussels and speak with Pieter Cleppe. He is the editor-in-chief at Brussels Report EU. Pieter, thank you very much indeed for joining us. I'll just highlight one of the lines in that package we just heard. The German military, an upgrade of it, would take half a century to complete. That is an extraordinary statistic, if true, and suggests decline over a number of years, not just a recent development.
Yes, I think it's quite telling that after Russia's invasion of Ukraine and after the big German announcement only a few days after the invasion that Germany would invest heavily in its defense, that in reality the promises have not always met by delivery. I think it's basically telling. And it can be explained by a general reluctance among the German public, amongst many politicians, that defense is not that important. Now, in one way, this can be understood, given the, of course, World War II history. But on the other hand, in the early 90s, the German military was much more capable than today, and we have witnessed many scandals about underinvestment in Germany's defense capabilities. So I would say that the consensus has changed, but within the political establishment, there's still many people that are not 100% on board already with the new reality. But I would say that's a matter of time.
And yet, as you mentioned, just last year, the Chancellor Olaf Scholz agreed to the Nato request to pledge 2% of Germany's GDP and put that into upgrading the military. So why have they fallen behind? Already they're behind on those pledges.
Well, Germany is spending a lot of money on all kinds of things. I mean, the days that Germany was, responsible when it comes to budgetary policy, these days are unfortunately over. So indeed, you would wonder in today's world, perhaps they should, realize that, there are new geopolitical realities. Of course, in the German government, we have the Greens, and they are typically less keen to invest in defense, even if when it comes to Ukraine specifically, they have been more keen. So it's not black and white. Also, we could hear the CEO of Rheinmetall, a big German defense company, warning the politicians that they have to place orders with the company. Otherwise, of course, the company cannot produce. However, to the defense of the German establishment, we see similar dynamics at work in other European countries. Of course, Belgium, but also the Netherlands and Sweden have been ignoring their defense, as opposed to countries like Finland that have been much more responsible. But even in the United States, we hear military companies warning that there are munitions shortages. So I would say it's a general weakness. It's of course also a very extreme situation where a lot of the military equipment is being provided to Ukraine. But in short, the Western allies, they have to combine it all. They have to, combine their support with Ukraine to upgrading their own defense capability. There is no way around it.
Pieter, thanks very much indeed for your analysis. Pieter Cleppe there joining us from Brussels.